Hey guys, Zach here with Ocean's East Tackle Shop. Daytime sword fishing has become all the craze here in the Mid-Atlantic. Today I'm going to show you how to rig up a dolphin belly for daytime sword fishing. We've got a fresh dolphin belly here, a piece of 400-pound mono, some 10-aught stainless 7691 hooks. I got a Fathom octopus skirt, some needles, crimpers, and some 50-pound floss. I'm going to show you guys how to rig this thing up so it'll stay on the hook when that swordfish is slashing at the bait. Make sure you get several bites out of it and it stays on there while he's trying to put it down the hatch. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take that hook and we're going to line it up in the bait. Kind of going to measure where the hook would come out. I want to leave a little bit of room here for the mono to pass through the hook. So I'm mark that with my thumb, get an eyeball, make sure it comes out of the center right here. So I'm going to pick that hook right through there, right in the middle. I'm going to run the hook in, make sure it sits there in the meat, looks good. Now we're going to attach the mono. Alright, got my crimp here that works for the mono. The hook's bedded in there. Now we're going to attach this hook to the line. Make sure that comes right on out the center here. Now I cut a little angle on the end of my mono so it would poke right through. Run the line through. Run it back into the crimp with a little bit hanging out, and I'm going to snug this up to where it's just in front of the bait here. Everything's looking good, everything's in line. Now we're going to crimp this thing on here. Line it up to not crimp over the ends. Give it a good squeeze. I'm going to hit it on the other end here. Never want to crimp over the end of that crimp. It can cut the mono there. Alright, we've got about an 8-foot piece of floss threaded through the needle here. This is a mortician's needle. I'm going to begin putting this bait together here. I'm going to start right here up at the top, make sure everything's sitting right. I'm going to go right on through the skin. I'll pull that all the way up to where we have a little bit of tag hanging off. I'm going to begin cross stitching right here over the top and work my way down, zigzagging all the way behind the hook. Making these stitches about a 1/4 inch apart here. Alright, I've stitched down the back here to behind the hook. I like to leave this part open, gives it a little bit more action, stays a little stiffer where it's flossed. I'm going to begin working my way back up, going through the same holes. Alright, we finished our stitching back up. Now we're going to tie this off. We're going to do 2 loops over. We're going to close that right on the center. Then we're going to do an overhand knot. And then you pull on both tag ends and it should snug right on down to the nose. I'm going to cut the tag ends off. The bait's secure on the hook, it's not going anywhere. Stitch up and down the back, laying pretty, plenty of hook exposed. Looks good. Now we're going to take our Fathom skirt here and we're going to cut it up and open the hole in the nose and slide it over. Alright, I've opened up a hole in the nose, cut it short, kind of measure it to where it sit. I don't like the strands of the rubber covering much past the hook there. I like to keep it nice and short. Make sure the bait doesn't spin on its ride down. Alright, we're going to pull the meat of this bait inside the octopus skirt and pop that crimp just to the other end there. You can feel the meat's inside of it. It's laying pretty, looks good. Alright, we're going to take another piece of floss here and we're going to secure this skirt to the bait. What happens is when these fish eat the bait, the skirt likes to slide up the line and it can get jammed in your rod tip and leave you leadering the fish up by hand there at the end. So we want the skirt to stay on the bait even while the fish is hooked. You can see there's a natural little pinch point right there on the skirt. We're going to go right in the side there and come out the other end. I like to take this tag and do one wrap around. Then we're going to do our surgeon's loop again, go through twice. Tighten that floss up, then we're going to do an overhand loop to finish it off. Pull those tag ends down. Finish it up. There's a dolphin belly ready to roll, catch a giant daytime swordfish.